What we're going to see here today just is kind of a real quick demonstration of the effectiveness of home fire sprinkler systems. So anywhere in the city of Bellevue, our goal is to be at your front door within 4 minutes. 4 minutes from the time the tones sound to the time we are at your door. That's our goal, is 4 minutes anywhere in the city. But as you can see, in 4 minutes there's a lot of damage that happens inside of a home with a fire. All right, our number one goal is to get you and your family out of the building. We'd love to be able to save every content inside, but we can't replace these little guys. We can't replace our family, so we want to get you out. The average structure fire that we work inside is about 1,000 degrees. All right, it's not sustainable to life. So what this does is these save lives. All right, so we're going to have a great example. You're going to hear a smoke detector go off. First thing we want to do when we hear the smoke detector go off inside of our house is to not assume that it's a hoax. We got to assume that it's real, and we need to get low. And you're going to see how the heat and the smoke kind of waft up over inside this trailer. And then we need to get out. We need to have a plan, and that's why we're talking about inside about having a home fire escape plan. 2 ways out of every living space. 2 ways. If we can't go out the door, we go out the window. We've got to know how to do it. We got to practice it. All right. You're going to hear the smoke detector go off, and then you're going to see this little, we've all seen these sticking out of the ceilings. This is a 135-degree residential sprinkler head. All right, you're going to see it fuse. We call it fuse. It's a little glass piece right here in the middle. As soon as it hits 135 degrees, it opens up and it sprays water. It sprays water at about 15 gallons a minute. When we come inside your house with an 1 3/4 or a 2.5 inch line, we're putting out 150 gallons minimum a minute. That's a lot of water. That's a lot of damage. All right, but usually the fire's got a real head start on us, so we want to knock it down as quickly as possible. They're already in your house. They're already in your apartment buildings. All right, they work really well. We're going to kick this off here, and I'm going to ask that you guys come right down here so that you can see it. Come on in here. You're going to see this. So what happens here is what we've got demonstrated is a small fire with a cotton curtain right up here on the side, and you're going to see it light off. Come on, right up here. You're going to see it light off, and you're going to watch the smoke kind of waft up and over the top, and how there's still good air down here at the bottom, but then the heat starts to climb, because this is a real classic, is something on the floor catches on fire, and then the curtains catch on fire, and then it rolls up over the room, and you're going to see how the heat and smoke roll right up over the top. The temperature goes from 65, 70 degrees, what it is right now, to 135 degrees, just like that. Just this little bit of fire. See now it wafts up? See now it starts to push all that good air. Smoke detector goes off. You're listening to it. Temperature's starting to climb. Temperature's already starting to climb.
I see the paper, it's melting. Look at the curtain.
Curtain catches on fire. Boom. Sprinkler goes off, puts the fire out, drops the temperature in the room immediately. So it goes from 135 degrees down to about 80 degrees. That's sustainable for life. We'll have to battle the smoke. That's why we want to get you down on the floor, because that's still where the good air is. But the fire didn't get any bigger, and only one of these went off. So instead of 150 gallons a minute and 1,000 degrees, we've got 15 gallons a minute, and the fire went out.
Does it shut off then?
We have to shut it off. Yeah, we come and we shut that off. All right? But it saves lives, it protects our families, and it works really well. All right? So when we come in and we inspect these buildings, this is what we're looking for. And when you guys go out and build your next house, this costs like $1.37 a square foot to put in. It's pretty minimal if you do it right when you build that house at first. There's some jurisdictions that this is a requirement now because they work so well. But most of the all of the apartment buildings here in the city of Bellevue are required to have these. Yeah, it's cold, you can touch it. But if it ever got up to temperature like a regular fire, it would melt this, because this is just plastic. What do you guys think? So here, I got a question for you. So if we had a fire inside of our house today, what number would we call?
911.
What?
911.
911. You're a winner. You dial 911. Okay, but if you call on a cell phone, and you called 911, We need one more piece of information. We need to know where you are. We need to know your address. Okay? Because cell phones don't give us an address. So remember that, okay? How many of you guys know your address? All right. So we need to practice that. So we need to,
fire.
huh? Yeah, it does smell like fire because it is. That's what that is. Well, what do you guys think? Are you having fun here today? Do you like the old fire truck? You seen it? Yeah. That's Miss Bell. Well, thanks for coming, guys. You eat some of those cookies in there. Don't leave them for the firemen.
I don't need to eat more cookies.
Yeah, we don't need them. You go in there and eat.